Good morning or afternoon. I hope everyone is having a great week. It's Wednesday. 2 more days. 2 more days. Not that I look forward to Fridays to get the week over with, but I'm exhausted. Usually Mondays for me is kind of explain the week and lay the foundations, understand terms, and then Tuesday through the rest of the week are up and out of the seats. Labs or activities, so I get kind of tired. So trying to plan a farm trip for my livestock class, and it's hard during COVID time to plan a field trip because the beef farmers that we were going to go visit on Monday went and tested for COVID. So we'll see if I'll text them today to see how that test went so that we can get going on. So we maybe can go tomorrow since it's supposed to be nice this week. All right. So before we get going into this, I do want to go with the game, assuming it's going good. I just want to explain. And normally, if we were in person every day, if something new pops up in the game, I kind of also use it as a teaching lesson so that you guys understand how that works in the real life. So I'm going to do an example here. A lot of them, so let's pretend that you had to buy a tractor and it was a used older tractor, so we'll put it at $100,000 because it makes it a lot easier for me. I mean, I can get the calculator out if I have to. So the thing reads that you purchase a tractor for $100,000. You pay $50,000 in cash, but then you have to loan $50,000. And remember, all loans have an interest rate. And let's say the interest rate is 3%. Okay, so just go through this. Remember, the only time I ever seen loans without interest rates if it's between families. So you bought something from a family member, but you're making payments, they don't charge you. But if you go through a financial institution, they're putting some type of interest. And remember, your interest rate is based off your credit rating. So the higher your credit rating, the lower the interest rate, and vice versa. Lower your credit rating, higher the interest, because you're a high risk person. So keep that in mind when you are thinking about as you get older, get out of college. Yes, having credit cards are good. Having a checking account, having a savings account is good. Taking out small loans to build up a credit rating is good. So keep that in mind. So credit rating happens, you get a lower credit rating when you forget to make payments or you have a lot of debt. So there's a lot of people out there, they'll get a credit card, they'll max it out and make minimum payments, and then they'll just open up a new credit card and they continue that. So you constantly have debt. So when you go to get a loan, they're going to check your credit history and they're going to see, look at all this debt this person has. So they're going to have a lower credit rating. So making payments. And when you do make payments, for example, I will admit my pickup is on loan. When I make a payment, I make more than what the minimum requirement is. That also helps. You help. But, some people get a little confused because they'll take out a loan, like a $5,000 loan, then in 2 months they have it paid off. You didn't build any credit because you did not make payments. So keep that in mind too. So don't take out a loan and then the next month pay it off thinking that's gonna boost up your credit rating. You didn't have it long enough to even develop a credit rating. And also, you're penalized for paying off loans early. I remember I paid off my previous vehicle a few years ago before I bought this pickup. I paid it off early. You know, I got a fine because I paid off the loan before it was due. So keep that in mind. All right, getting back to figuring out here. So what you need to do here is, well, since you paid $50,000 in cash, you can go ahead and subtract that off. So now you're going to loan this much. Okay, but you have to figure interest on it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is take this, convert this to the decimal. So remember, this is the same as 0.03. Okay, now I'm gonna need a calculator. One's right here. Okay, so you're gonna take 50,000. Those of you that are good in math, go right ahead, but I always use a calculator. 0.03. Oh, I didn't do that, didn't type that. 50,000 times 0.03. So I'm gonna have to pay $1,500 in interest. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is take 50,000 plus 1,500 . So that is how much I'm going to loan, and then you're gonna put that in your loan column, add it to the loan. If you haven't touched your loan at all, so then what you're gonna do is you add that to the loan that's already existing. So that's what becomes your new loan in the loan column. I think I have your loan at $20,000. I believe so. So I don't have that in front of me. So that's how you figure interest. Okay? So again, if you ever have questions on it, on what you draw, don't be afraid to email me. Granted, sometimes it might not be till 7th hour that I reply, depending on how busy I am during classroom times. If it's like urgent, like, Mr. Fritz, I want the answer now, it's easier for you to text me because I get that on here. And then I'll go to my computer and answer your question. So I don't mind. 3rd hour for me is pretty relaxed group of kids. I mean, if there was a fire in the building, they would probably die because they will just probably go, oh, fire. We should probably do something. I mean, they're great, nice kids and everything, but they don't have any ambition. But, and 6th hour, I mean, I have a lot of kids in here, but like the older kids do their task and leave, and then I'm chasing around the 9th graders to get to sit in their seats. So don't be afraid to shoot me a text if you need the answer right away, because then I'll answer it right away. So, except for tomorrow, if I'm on a field trip, then I won't be answering it right away. All right, so moving on to this, I'm going kind of quick now because somehow my tripod has broken, and so I think it's starting to lean, so I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, so I notice we have our grants. I don't know if you are finished with this, but I'm going to give you today also to do it. So if you didn't have it done, that's fine. A few things here. Gosh, do I dare? Here, I'm going to attempt to move this without trying to knock my... Oh, I think I did it. Without knocking the thing over. All right, so you grant here that we got 20,000 here. What I want here is, I see that this is a great range. I want the amount that you're going to receive. If you think you can get the 10 million, put 10 million here, okay? Because what we're gonna do is add this up. So this is too much. I mean, if you have to read in there a little bit to figure out which one, but if you think you can get the $10 million, put 10 million down, okay? That one here again, farm to school. How much are you going to get? Okay, are you going to get 50,000, 75,000, 100,000? Put the exact number that you're going to receive. Remember, you can put the max if you believe you can get the max. All right, I'm assuming this is an oops. I don't know, because that's $17.50. I mean, we'll take it, but I'm thinking it's a little bit more than $17.50. I wonder if, so, might have to fix that a little bit. It's probably supposed to be 17,500 maybe. I don't know, I'm assuming. I haven't gone on, but, yeah, so go out there, see if you, I mean, if you're gonna put the 10 million down, if you think you can get the 10 million, that's gonna help big time. So, all right. Other than that, I'll give you one more day on this so that we can get this done. And then I think by maybe Thursday, Friday, I'll see what else. I'll go through the lesson plan that I have for this and see what else we should cover, because I don't want to cover too much in case, I do offer an ag business class, and then, but you've gone through this part, so this part is the most time consuming, so, but other than that, keep up the good work. I enjoy seeing this, and I'll attach the new form for the day. Still pretty simple in the sense of nothing too exciting happening yet. So you will get there. Remember, I build it up. I build it up on the game. That will be exciting. All right. Have a good Wednesday.